welcome back to Bishop's Garage. I'm Bishop. My yard is my garage. My tennis court over there is my garage. Also, my driveway is my garage. What we're working on today is our 1964 Thunderbird, Coral Ann. It's my daughter's, and we're now that it's summertime, we're taking it out of its winter sleep, and we found out that, well, we've had some winter visitors, so we're going to clean this out. They ended up getting into the back seat where we've got our relays for our switching. That's a long story with wiring. But, well, let's see if we can't get some of this fixed today. All right, let's do this. All right, this is Coral Ann. Coral Ann is our 1964 Thunderbird, originally a Samoan coral color, and somebody painted it blue. At some point, we're going to put it back. What I want to talk to you about today is the fact that my turn signals aren't working, and part of that issue is that my relay is burned out. I have found out that they don't make a 3-bladed relay anymore, or at least a couple hours of searching I wasn't able to find that. Even the original Napa part is gone. And so what I have, though, is a solution that will help you. I found a way to hack and physically get a 2-bladed standard, very common relay to work just fine in its place. So let me get some more cleaning, troubleshooting, wiring done, and I'll share that with you, and hopefully it will help you rescue your 64 T-Bird or any other 64 Ford product that probably uses one of those 3-bladed flashers. A quick note, the third blade on there is a single instance that flashes no matter left or right, and usually is used to flash one light bulb on your dash. Just so you know that your blinkers are going, not necessarily to indicate left or right. So that's what the third post is for. So you could skip that, and that's what we're going to do today. And, well, follow along. All right, well, here's our back seat. There's our nest. So we're going to get this all cleaned out. And yeah, at some point I'm going to go ahead and get these reupholstered. There's a place up in Federal Way, which is 30 minutes from me or so. They're the ones that did the seat on my 48 Chevy pickup, which I'll show you real quick. See if it's unlocked. Nope. But if you can see in there, you can see that that seat is amazing. That seat is out of my 1958 Edsel Citation. It's a 2/3, 1/3 back seat split, and turned out beautiful black with a blue cording ribbon. Really nice, really nice. So we're going to take this seat up there along with the other seats out of this car and get them reupholstered at some point. But let's just wake it up out of its summer sleep, fix the wiring issue here, get our blinkers and brakes back to working, and so we can actually drive it somewhere to either enjoy or get it reupholstered. All right, here's that nest. Wow, that is one solid lump of nest. Ooh, receipt. Nah. You know, I don't remember this much stuffing actually being anywhere in the car anyways. This is so weird. Clean there. Let's clean in there. Yeah, the foam stuffing in these seats turns brittle after a lot of years, and so it needs to be replaced on the T-Bird here. For now, we're just going to give it a clean. When we have the seats reupholstered, they'll take care of that. Yeah, looks like we've had a few things chewed through. Wow, a lot of things chewed through. Just cutting the power to this first here. Literally cutting the power to it. We were getting some smoking and heating in here. You know, it's the weirdest thing that when mice or squirrels or whatever gets in here, they're always attracted to the most dangerous part of the electrical to chew on. Help me understand that one. I'm going to do the right thing here and redo this ground. Give it a burlier length of cable and split it out to these properly. Get that all shored up. And then we can put power back on it. get our power back up. And then let's see. Now, I'll come back and clean this up in a bit. This is part of the Thunderbird 64 wiring. That's the flasher. That might be actually exactly what we're looking at for placement here. So this wire goes down here. Says orange yellow or orgy yellow. So looking at this, there should be a blue and a brown coming off of there. The blue and the brown, if you follow this slowly, actually both go right to here into the switch in the column. So our problem is they don't make those anymore. I can't find them anywhere, even on eBay. A 3-position flasher. The third position, which is this one at the top, goes to a generic light that should be on the dash that says your flasher's flashing. And so that works on both left and right. And then this, either the blue or the brown, is the one that carries the power up to the switch and to the lights. So what we're left with is the issue, which is which, because none of these wires actually match what's under the dash. Let's go take a look. This is the fuse block arrangement for a 1964 Thunderbird. I found out that my clock wasn't working because this fuse was out. So I've ordered some off of Amazon. But that's kind of the layout here. So what we're looking at is this circuit here. That's the 7.5 for turn signals. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up from the bottom of the block. Let's go take a look at that one. All right, so looking under here, it's not the cleanest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's the one. I've already taken the liberty of checking the voltage when the car is turned on, and we have, over our 12. So the fuse is good. I'll be replacing the clock fuse here at some point. So our fuse is good, so now we just have to troubleshoot where the break is. And part of the problem, you can see right there, I've had to jerry-rig a relay, but this is the magic. I'll show you how this happens, and you can use this to fix your own deburr. That's just an example theory I found on the web on how a 3-prong flasher works. So here's our 3-prong. We're supposed to have a blue and a brown coming off of it and an orange yellow coming in. So looking at our socket, we have, it looks like an orange coming in and what looks like a yellow. Let me take these off. That's my jerry rig. So it looks like we have what looks like a brown. Now that looks like a green. And that certainly is an orange. So really, and that's the 3-prong right there. So that does not truly match that. But what I did do is I went ahead and I took a relay. This is just a standard relay. It has a W on it and an L. You can kind of see those. The W means that's where your hot's coming from, and the L means the load or up to your switch. So think of light switch. And what I did is I went from the one on the far right here to this one on the left. So this is where I put my 12 volt coming in, and this is the one that I hooked up to the other part of the flasher. So this is our X and this is our L. You can kind of see that's where the 3-prong goes, and I just ignored the 3rd prong in the middle because I'm not worried about sending an extra bit of power up to some flasher on the dash. And that worked just fine. So I can take my test relay here. I'll mount it somewhere up here on the inside of the underside of the dash. And the W here will go to that right side. And the L here will go to the left side one. So that's how you can use what is a standard common relay flasher now, which is a 2-post, in your 3-post T-Bird. Voila, works great. And let's just go over what I found. This is what we have for our wiring book. This is where the 3-blade goes. That's the hot lead. There's no lettering on here, so we don't know. There's a blue, and there is also a brown that comes up. What I found in mine was that I had an orange lead coming in. That's the shape of the socket. 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, if we're looking at it that way, I guess. This one was a yellow, and the brown was the only one that was a brown. So what I've done is that's the socket, and I have my 2-bladed flasher here. I've taken the W, which is the 12-volt lead, I guess, and that goes down to the orange hot lead, part of the socket. And then the L here, the load, which goes up to your light switch, goes to the yellow wire here. Now this is for mine. That's actually as if you're looking at the socket on my 64 T-Bird. Your mileage may vary, however, I suspect that it could be an issue with the wiring diagrams that I've found online, but those are how mine are laid out, and that works great for me. My blinkers, flashers, and brake lights, all that stuff works great now. So, and I am now switched over to a very common 2-blade flasher. Hey there, thanks for coming along. Our 1964 T-Bird now has brake lights, it has flashers left and right. One thing to note of interest, on the 64 T-Bird, you will see this. We have ornamentation on each one of the fenders. There's a small light bulb in there that runs off that column switch, so you want to make sure that you replace those as well if you need to. Again, thanks for coming along. If you like what you see, go ahead and click subscribe. Click the bell down below if you want to be notified when I have new content on. And we have a lot of different projects we work on here at Bishop's Garage. Got my 48 pickup. I've got my Chieftain sitting in here. We're going to get to the Chief here pretty soon, pull out its interior. Let me spin you around. We also have our 66 Mustang back here, which we're going to be doing some welding on. Come join that fiery fun. And then my bus. And way back in the back hidden away is our 58 Edsel Citation convertible that we can get to someday soon also. So thanks for coming along, Bishop's Garage, and we'll see you next time.